Hi movers, I know we are in a time of quarantine and many of us may feel quite limited in our movement. So here is a gentle and super simple flow for us to do in order to create space in our bodies, in order to increase circulation, spinal mobility, and just to invite that sense of calm. So we're going to start out laying down onto your back. Don't mind all of the special features by my pets. Okay, laying down on your back, just take a comfortable position where you can just relax. So you can take Shavasana here and just relax the ankles out to the sides. Let the palms face upwards towards the sky. Close your eyes. And we'll take 3 clearing breaths together. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And allow the breath to escape out the mouth. Twice more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. And start to soften into your organic rhythm of the breath. Bringing awareness to its quality, the length, the depth of your breath. Gently inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Really taking this time to reset and restore and re-energize. Taking a few more breaths here to set intention. So breathing into your purpose, I want you to visualize progress, invite manifestations. On your next inhale, go ahead and just stretch those arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. Really stretching through the fingertips, through the toes. And exhale, let's hug the knees in towards the heart. So as you hug the knees closer towards your chest, go ahead and lengthen the tailbone down towards the mat as much as you can. Just feeling that sensation in the hips. You can start to rock a little bit side to side. And then we'll slowly roll up into a seated position. So coming up, you can just take any comfortable seat. We're going to be here for just a little while, so if you would like to pop a cushion, a pillow, or even a block underneath you, you can take it for a little bit of support. Okay, so something like this, I'm actually just going to set it off to the side. But sitting up nice and tall, go ahead and just close those eyes once again. Relax the shoulders down away from your ears. And start to release the neck to the right. Circling the chin down to the chest and over to the left side. Take a few rounds, keep moving. Just noticing how your neck muscles are feeling. Feeling free to pause if you find an area that just needs a little bit more space, more breath. And let's reverse the direction. Start to circle to your left. And slowly come back to center. Keeping the hands right on the knees. We're going to inhale, just lift the chest, arch the spine. And as you exhale, round the back. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Belly button draws in towards the spine. Inhale again to lift the chest. And exhale, round. Let's take 3 more of those. Inhale, lift. Exhale to round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. exhale. Inhale, coming back to a neutral spine. Sweep the arms out to the sides all the way up. Touch the palms together. Exhale, right fingertips come down to your right side. Try to stretch a little bit further over to the right side and then revolve the chest open towards the ceiling. So we're feeling a stretch all the way up this left side body. Start to draw the belly in just slightly. If you can take this a little bit further, you can come down onto your forearm, just making sure that we don't lift up off of this left sits bone. Try to stay nice and grounded. Keep opening through the chest. Taking that top arm, just let it fall down the spine. So reaching that elbow up towards the ceiling, feeling that stretch in the left tricep. And come back to center. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, left fingertips come down, sorry. My husband is like disciplining our dog because she's making lots of noise. Okay, go ahead and lift the chest here. Once again, just choosing whether you'd like to come down onto the forearm. If it's not accessible for you, remember, just stay up on the fingertips. And taking that top arm, let it fall down the back, lifting the elbow up high, lifting the chest. Just enjoying the stretch, enjoy the breath. And come back to center. Okay, let's bring both knees out to one side and come into tabletop position. So we're coming onto our hands and our knees, keeping the wrists directly underneath the shoulders, the knees directly underneath our hips, making sure that the knees and the feet are hip distance apart. Everything stays parallel here. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Press down through the palms. Press down through the tops of the feet. On your next inhale, let's move through a few cat-cows. Lift the chest, arch the spine, reaching the crown of the head to the tail. And exhale, round, chin to chest. Press away from the floor, feeling the shoulder blades spread. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath here, inhale. And exhale. And coming back to a neutral spine, we're going to take this down onto the belly. Just make your way all the way down onto the stomach. I'm just going to back up here a little bit. Okay, keeping the wrist directly underneath the shoulders. I want you to press down through the tops of the feet, keeping the feet about hip distance apart. Let's go ahead and just lift the chest. Squeeze the elbows in towards the ribs, lift the chest. Try to keep the ribs grounded. Exhale, lower down. Let's go again. Inhale, lift the chest. Keep the tops of the feet grounded. And exhale, lower down. Let's take one more this time, lifting the palms if you can. So the hands just float there. Squeeze the belly in. Feel the activation in the back body. Exhale, lower down. Let's take this into a child's pose, Balasana. Your choice if you'd like the knees together to just lengthen the lower back, or if you'd like the toes together in the back, take the knees out wide. This helps to just open up your hips a little bit more. So hips back towards the heels, walk the arms out. Let's surrender the mind down to the mat. You can soften the elbows down, feel the grounding of the forehead, take some deep breaths into the spine. One more grounding breath here. On your next exhale, let's take the right arm, weave it underneath the left. So just slide the right arm underneath the left, set the shoulder down, set the right temple down. Take a moment to just enjoy this little twist, enjoy that little shoulder opening. Also an option to take the left arm and just wrap it behind the back, perhaps tucking the fingertips into that right hip crease. And coming back to center, inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, take the left arm underneath the right. Set the left shoulder down, left temple down. Sweet moments of surrender, keeping the breath steady. Option to take the right arm, wrap it behind the back, maybe tucking it into the left hip crease or the top of the left thigh. Breathe. And inhale, come back to center. Okay, coming back through tabletop position. I want you to curl the toes under, keeping the wrists directly underneath the shoulders, grounding through the toes, lifting the knees into a slight hover, just slightly up off the mat, squeezing the tummy in so we start to stoke that inner fire in our core, holding here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Let's lift those hips up and back into downward facing dog. So taking your first downward facing dog, go ahead and really press down through the palms, press down through the feet, keeping the wrists about shoulder width apart. The feet are hip distance apart, reaching those hips up and away from the wrists. Relax the neck, shake out the neck a little bit, maybe rock the hips a little bit side to side. If your hamstrings are feeling really tight today, go ahead and take a little bend in the knees, but keep those hips reaching nice and high. Notice how long my spine remains as I bend the knees. Keep lifting through the sits bones, through the tailbone. Draw the belly in. Just remember, if your legs are nice and lengthened here, don't feel like your heels have to touch the floor. On your next inhale, let's bend the knees, walk the feet forward. Keeping the feet hip distance apart, let's take a forward fold. So focusing our energy and shifting our weight a little more forward towards the toes, towards the balls of the feet. Go ahead and relax the neck fully. Let's interlace those fingertips behind the back, reaching the fingertips overhead. This is one of my favorite stretches. It's great to just release tension from the upper body, the chest, the shoulder heads. Keep the belly drawing in. And let's release the arms, bend the knees, slowly roll the spine all the way up to standing. And when you reach the top, let's circle the shoulders back 3 times, standing tall, standing strong. And then circle the shoulders forward. All right, stepping to the top of the mat, I'm just going to show you one sun salutation that we can do. I suggest if you are practicing this at home, maybe do a few of these just to get the circulation flowing a little bit more. But feet together, stepping towards the top of your mat, let's bring the hands to your heart center. Take a moment to just feel your heartbeat, to relax the shoulders down. Let's inhale, reach the arms out to the sides and up. Breathe up, lengthen up. Touch those palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Bow the head, relax your neck at the bottom. Always an option to bend the knees, especially if you have some lower back issues or hamstring tightness. Bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Look up and lengthen the spine. Hands to the mat, to the shins or to your thighs. Nice flat back, just like tabletop position. Exhale, bend the knees. Step back to plank pose. Holding here in plank together, wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. Actively press away from the floor so you feel the shoulder blades spread, which is called protraction. Keep the back of the neck long, hips are level, breathing here. Squeeze the belly in towards the spine. Exhale, take your variation, okay? So you can go ahead, if you're feeling a bit fatigued today, drop the knees down, take a child's pose. You can step it right back to downward facing dog, or if chaturanga is in your practice, you can go ahead and follow me now. Shift the weight forward, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, squeeze those elbows into the belly, lower all the way down. Take it into upward facing dog. So the wrists are underneath your shoulders. If you are feeling extra strong today, maybe pressing down through the tops of the feet, lifting the legs for full upward facing dog. Relax the shoulders down, lift the chest. Maybe look a little left, look right, sway a little side to side. Let's take this back into downward facing dog. Last breath here. Exhale, let's bring the knees down to the mat. Make your way into a child's pose. Centering breaths. And staying here for as long as you'd like, as long as it serves you. If you'd like to come back into that position where we started, our Shavasana, I suggest you go there just to reintegrate. Just slowly allow yourself to let go of effort now. Let go of those expectations and let go of judgments. Invite that moment of calm. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.